Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Pramanande. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chaksuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadate Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sangrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sujivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitam Scha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhano Sude Devi Pranamame Haripriye Vanchakalpatrubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evecha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Vande Nantarbhutaiswaryam Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nichopyat Prasadat Shat Bhakti Sasra Pravartaka. So by the mercy of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, we have got another opportunity today to come together and sit and hear some of the wonderful message brought by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's a very wonderful occasion, very auspicious occasion. We are celebrating all over the world the Janmashtami festival, the appearance days of Lord Sri Krishna. And Prabhupada explains there is no such things as appearance or disappearance for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada gives an example just like the sunlight. The sun is shining, we are able to see the sun, and sometimes we are also not able to see the sun. And the time when we are not able to see the sun, we may be thinking that sun is already set, but the sun is in another place in the same time. So in this way, the sun is always present, and Lord Krishna is also always present. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text 6, the Lord Himself declared, Ajo Pisan Avyatma Bhutanam Iswaro Pisan Prakartim Swam Avistaya Sambhavami Atmamayaya. That the Lord declared that He is unborn, although He is unborn, and His transcendental body never deteriorate, and He is the Lord of all the living beings in the world. Yet the Lord appeared in this world for the particular reason. In the next verse of the chapter 4, text 6, 7, 8 and 9, the Lord explained, Yada yada ye dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyudanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajammi aham. Whenever and wherever there are decline in religious practice, the Lord appears in this world. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam dharma samsapanartaya sambhavami yuge yuge. To protect His devotees and to kill the demons and to re-establish the principle of dharma, the Lord appeared in this world. Janma karma chame divyam ivam yoveti tadvataha tyakum deham punajanma naitimam iti suharjana. And any of the living being who can understand in truth of the appearance and activities of the Supreme Lord, upon giving up this body, they return to the abode of the Lord, and once they have returned to the abode of the Lord promises that they never come back again to this material world. Vitaragha bhayakroda manmayamam upasrita bhavo jnana tapasa puta madbhavam agata. In the chapter 4, text 10 of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains that in the past many people, many devotees have returned to Him, giving up the attachment to this material world, giving up the fear in the material world, giving up the anger, In this way, many devotees in the past have attained his lotus feet. Ye yada mam prapatyante tam sadaiva bhajami aham mama varitmanu vartante manusya partha sarvasa. The Lord says that according to a level of surrender of the devotees, He reciprocates with them accordingly. In this way, we have come here to understand something about the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and it's not very easy to understand. According to the Shastra, 8 kinds of people won't be able to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead and His wonderful pastime. Those people who have no faith in Krishna, they will never understand Him. Those who don't have faith in the spiritual master, those who don't have faith in the scriptures, those who are not able to control their senses, those heart is not pure, and those who are not communion with Krishna, and those who are not eager to sit and hear the message of Krishna in the association of the devotees, and finally those who are not eager to take a darshan of Krishna, they won't be able to understand the wonderful appearance and pastime of the Lord. We need a lot of, we need confidence, utsaha, nishaya, dharya, tat karma pravartanat. There must be some enthusiasm in the practice of Krishna consciousness. There has to be some confidence and patience, and always to remain in the association of the devotees. Even Lord Shiva came to see Krishna when he was 12 days old. Lord Shiva wants to come and take darshan of baby Krishna, and he came in his original form with a lot of ashes throughout his body, and he got a snake around his neck, and he was looking very fearful. So he came and knocked the door of Nanda Maharaj, and baby Krishna was inside the room, and Mother Yasoda opened the door, and Lord Shiva said he has come to take darshan of Lord Krishna. At that moment Krishna was only 12 days old, but Lord Shiva was very eager. He wanted to take darshan of Lord Krishna. So when he knocked the door, Mother Yasoda opened the door, and then she saw that somebody is standing like Lord Shiva. She did not realize that Lord Shiva himself had personally have come to take darshan of Krishna. But she thought somebody disguised in the form of Lord Shiva, and she saw the snake around the neck of that person, and she got frightened. So Lord Shiva says, I have come to take darshan of Krishna. So Yasoda says, if you want anything else, I can give it to you, but I cannot bring my baby Krishna to you. Look at the snake around your neck. What would happen to my son? So it's very dangerous. So Lord Shiva begged many times, please let me see Krishna, please let me see Krishna. But Yasoda says, no, not going to happen. I only got one son, and if anything happened to him, I have left the greatest loss in my life, so I'm not able to show you my son Krishna. And that time Lord Shiva told Yasoda that now I'm going to the Yamuna river, and I'll be sitting and waiting for your son Krishna. And surely you yourself will come and invite me to come and see your son. So Lord Shiva left the palace of Krishna, then he went to the Yamuna river, And sitting in the Yamuna river, Lord Shiva absorbed in the thought of Krishna. And he was calling for Krishna, Govinda Jayo Jayo, Gopala Jayo Jayo, Govinda Jayo Jayo, Gopala Jayo Jayo. So crying, and he was calling for Krishna. And when Lord Shiva began to cry, and in the palace Krishna also started to cry. So in this way, Krishna crying this side and Lord Shiva crying on the other side. And Mother Yasoda picked up Krishna, trying to pacify him, but he's non-stop crying. And the gopis came around, they also tried to pacify Krishna, not able to do that. Krishna was consistent in his crying, because his devotee, dear devotee Lord Shiva, also crying to take darshan of Krishna. So finally one of the gopi have asked Mother Yasoda, did you have offended any Vaishnava today? See, Vaishnava aparad is very, very great. It cannot be performed for any reason. There are 6 kinds of things known as the Vaishnava aparad. Killing a Vaishnava is an aparad. Talking bad about a Vaishnava is an aparad. Ill thinking about a Vaishnava is an aparad. Angry upon seeing a Vaishnava is an aparad. Not liking to see a devotee is an aparad. And not offering obeisances by seeing a Vaishnava is an aparad. So in this way, gopis have asked Mother Yasoda, did you offended any Vaishnava? And Lord Shiva, being the greatest Vaishnava, he has not been given the opportunity to take darshan of Lord Krishna. In this way, she said that, yeah, this morning somebody came disguising like Lord Shiva, and he has got a snake around his neck, and he wanted to take darshan of Krishna, but I was very frightened to see him, very frightened to see the snake around his neck. So I told him that he cannot have the darshan of Krishna. Then he told me that I'm going to the Yamuna side, and surely you yourself will come to see me, to invite me to come and see Krishna. Then the gopis, they said, that is why Krishna is crying, because you have offended a great Vaishnava of his devotee. So they all went to Yamuna river. There Lord Shiva is seated, absorbed in Krishna consciousness. Govinda Jayo Jayo, Gopala Jayo Jayo, Govinda Jayo Jayo, Gopala Jayo Jayo, Radha Ramana Hare, Govinda Jai Jai, Anta Kale, Maran Muktva Kale. There Krishna says, only by thinking of me one can come back to me. In this way they saw Lord Krishna is sitting, absorbed in Krishna and crying for Krishna. So we have to understand, it's not sentimentally. We are trying to practice Krishna consciousness. There has to be a favorable way. Anya bilasita sunnam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulyena Krishna anusilanam bhakti ruttamam. Anukulya means in a favorable way we should practice Krishna consciousness. Very, very important for us to understand. It's not we have come and joined Krishna conscious movement, that everything else will happen automatically in our life. The chapter 4, text 11, Krishna says, Ye yadamam prapatyante tam sadaiva bhajami aham mama varit manu vartante manusya partha sarvasa. According to one level of surrender, I will reciprocate with them. So when the gopis came, they saw Lord Krishna is crying, Lord on the other side, and Lord Shiva is crying here. Then they invited Lord Shiva to come to the palace of Krishna. So the moment Lord Shiva came, and Krishna been brought in front of Lord Shiva, and when Lord Shiva stopped crying upon seeing Krishna, Krishna also stopped crying. That is what Madhavendra Puri told Advaitacharya. When Advaitacharya heard the message that his spiritual master Madhavendra Puri is going to take sannyas and go away, and he felt the separation from his Guru Maharaj, and he started to cry. Madhavendra Puri Prabhu says that what is the use of crying for me? What will be the result by crying for me? You should cry for that person, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. And when Krishna can hear your crying, and if Krishna can appear in this world, that will stop the crying of the entire human society. So in this way, it's not very easy for us to understand the appearance and activities of Lord Krishna. Even Vasudeva, his own father, was bewildered by seeing Lord Krishna. The sun has appeared in the forearm formed. And Vasudeva told, Tam adbudam balakam ambujeksanam Sankuchakra gada udari gadayudam Srivatsam lakshmam kalaso bikausabam Pitambaram sandram sabhavayaktatam Maharya vaidurya kirita kundalam Twista parivista sahasra kuntalam. Seeing Lord Krishna, the sun appeared in the forearm formed with the Sanku Chakra Gada Padma, with all the wonderful ornaments around his body. And Vasudeva was very, Adbhutam means he was very surprised to see the child is appearing in the forearms formed. At that time, Mother Devaki, she said, Upadristam samritam ado aho ado rupam alokikam sanguchakra gada patmam shreyam sustam chaturbhujam. Mother Yasoda says, my dear son, if you appear in this form, and my brother Kamsa, you will know that the Lord is already appeared in this world. So please take a normal form, appear like an ordinary child, so that Kamsa will never find out that you have already appeared to kill him. In this way, from there Krishna was taken to Gokul. And even Lord Brahma also very confused. And Krishna, Lord Brahma wanted to test the power of Lord Krishna. In the Brahma Vimohana Leela, where Lord Brahma stole the cowherd boys and calves and kept them for 1 year, he wanted to test Krishna, what is going to do now? And Krishna expanded in the similar amount of the cowherd boys and calves. And after 1 year, Lord Brahma came back to check, see what Krishna is doing without all these cowherd boys and the calves. And he was very amazed to see. Whomever he has thought that he has taken from there, all were present there. That time, Lord Brahma admitted his mistake. Lord Brahma told Krishna that I was trying to test you to see that whether how much illusion I can put into the situation, but you are the master of the illusion, my dear Lord. And Brahma told Lord Krishna that time, Jananta eva jananto, kim bahudya name prabhu, manaso vapuso vacho, vaibhavam tava gochara. Lord Brahma told Krishna, he said that there are many people, they are saying that I know about Krishna, I know Krishna, I know Krishna. But to be honest to you, my dear Lord, through my mind, through my speech, through my body, I must tell you today that I don't even know anything about you. But people are claiming that they know Krishna, they know Krishna, they know Krishna. In this way, even Lord Brahma, who the first created being in the world, have admitted that he himself also do not know about Krishna. How to understand about Krishna? When he was 6 days old, he killed Putana. Can we admit, have we witnessed any child 6 days old and he has fought with somebody and killed somebody? So 6 days old Krishna, baby Krishna, killed Putana. And at 6 months old, at that time Krishna started to steal the butter. And 1 year old Krishna killed the demon Trinavrata. And at 2 years old Krishna killed the demon Bakasura, Vyamasura, Vatsasura. And 3 years old Krishna performed the wonderful Damodara Leela. And 4 years old Krishna performed the Brahma Vimoha Leela, that is the stealing, Brahma stealing the cowherd boys and the calf. And 5 years old Krishna killed the Kaliya demon. And 6 years old Krishna killed Dhenukasura, Plambasura. And 7 years old, 6 months, Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill. 8 years old, Krishna performed the Rasa Leela. And 10 years old, 5 months, Krishna killed Sankachuda, Arishtasura. And 10 years, 8 months, Krishna killed the demon, Keshi demon. And 11 years old, 11 years, 6 months, Krishna went to Mathura to kill the greatest demon at that time, that is the Kamsa, the restless Chanura, Mustika. And after that, Krishna stayed there for 17 years. And at the age of 28 years old, Krishna left to Dwaraka. He built a beautiful city of Dwaraka for his own devotees. Because after killing Kamsa, Kamsa had 2 wives, Priti and Asipti. And 2 wives were very upset with Krishna that Krishna has killed their husband. And their father is the Jarasandha. They went and complained to the father, another demon, Jarasandha, that somehow, my dear father, you must kill Krishna. So Jarasandha, he also got up, he wanted to kill Krishna 17 times. He attacked the devotees in Mathura. And he was joined by another demon, Kalayavan. He also got a lot of boon from Lord Shiva. In this way, Lord Krishna saw that the devotees in Mathura are in very great danger and they need protection. So he decided to take them away from these demons and place them in a very beautiful place. In the midst of the ocean, he has created a beautiful city called Dwaraka. Very amazing. All the waters around the sea water are salty, but in the city itself is a sweet water. Very, very difficult for any ordinary human being can understand this wonderful pastime of Krishna. And Krishna lived in Dwaraka for 96 years. And from there he went to Hastinapur. And he tried to take the message of peace to the Duryodhan. But Duryodhan is not ready to hear the message of Krishna. But somewhere or other, Duryodhan's father, Dhritarashtra, told Duryodhan, my dear son, Krishna is a very valuable asset for us. If you can make Krishna your friend, if you can attract Krishna into your life, and you'll be very successful in anything you do. And Dhritarashtra told Duryodhan that Krishna is coming to Hastinapur to bring the message of peace, and he make all the wonderful arrangement to attract Krishna. The road Krishna going to come to Hastinapur, you decorate the road, and you decorate the road with the beautiful expensive ornaments, and you spray all the nice perfumes on the road, and put up all the beautiful posters of Krishna all around, and get ready the Dusasan's palace so that Krishna can come and stay there, and give him a beautiful, wonderful feast that will make Krishna to surrender to you. That time Vidura was there. Vidura told Dhritarashtra, my dear brother, that is not the way to attract Krishna. You cannot buy over Krishna with your money, with your material occupation. Krishna only can be bound by love of the devotees and nothing else. And truly, when Krishna was coming into Hastinapur, he did not even bother to look the decoration of the road, the decoration of the different posters. Krishna not even looked at the ground. He was looking up on the sky because he was not interested with all these material opulences being arranged by Dhritarashtra. So when he went to Hastinapur, and there Duryodhan told me that I've prepared a beautiful palace for you, Dusasan's palace, been prepared for your staying over, and I've made a wonderful feast for you to enjoy. But despite of wonderful accommodation been arranged, a wonderful feast been arranged, Krishna was not bothered about this thing, but he went to the devotee's house, Vidura's house. Vidura is a very simple devotee, very humble devotee, very respectful devotee, has got so much of devotion for Krishna. And when Krishna went there, Vidura was not in the house. But Vidurani was there, his wife was there. When Krishna went there, and Krishna told, my dear auntie, I'm very hungry, please give me some food. And by the love of Krishna, the joy of Krishna's wife hearing, she saw there was some banana, took the banana, spilled the banana and took the skin and gave it to Krishna. And Krishna was very happy to take the skin of banana and eating. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Give me more, give me more, give me more. And from very far, Vidura saw there's a chariot standing in front of the house. And he saw that the Garuda flag is flying on the chariot. And Vidura understand that Krishna already there in his house. And he ran towards the house. There he saw that his wife Vidurani giving the skin of the banana to Krishna. And he pushed his wife aside. And he took the banana, peeled the skin and threw away the skin and gave the inner part of the banana. And Krishna took that inner part. While eating the inner part of the banana, Krishna told Vidura, the skin of banana given by your wife is most tastier than the inner part you have given me. Krishna consciousness is all about love, and all about love. Bhagavad Bhakti rinasya jati sasra japastapa apnam prasyaya deyasya mandanam lokaranjanam. The Sastra says, whatever bhajan you perform, whatever puja you perform, whatever mantra you chant, without bhakti everything is useless. It is all like decorating a dead body. So the whole world is suffering today. The entire human society all around the world, they have become very morose, very depressed, and they are in a very great anxiety, and they are fighting like cats and dogs in the name of nation and people and race and so on. With so much of advancement currently in the world, why people should fight? There are enough universities, there are enough colleges, there are enough education around the world. And people are very much advanced at the present moment. Either you take educationally, either you take economically, or scientifically, geographically. Compared to 50, 60 years ago, people are very much advanced at the present moment. But unfortunately, people are frustrated about their life. With a good education, good job, and wonderful place to stay. Why people are frustrated? Because there is no love in their heart. That is the only reason why we become unhappy about life, because there is no love in our heart. It's totally filled up with kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. There are so much of material desires in the heart of the living being. So much of anger. So much of greed in their life. Once Mahatma Gandhi said there are enough for everybody's need in the world, but there is not enough for everybody's greed. There is enough of everything in the world, but people are too greedy. They don't even know what is requirement for them. What is they really require? They themselves do not know. Kama, krodha, moha, lobha. And they become illusion. They have become madness in this material world for material persuasion. And matsarya, they become very jealous towards other people's progress. Why people today fighting in between Russia and Ukraine? Why there are fights between Israel and Palestine? Why there are fights between Pakistan and India? Everywhere in the people, why their countries are fighting? Because they wanted to show they are the superpower in the world, they are the supreme. But they don't understand. Mata parataramanyal kinchidasi dhananjaya Mayi sarvamidam proktan sutre maniganaiva. They don't understand that Krishna is the supreme. No one is more equal or more higher than Krishna. So in this way, Krishna has to come back again. Aradhayo Bhagavan Vrajesatanaya Tadhama Brindavana Ramya Kasit Upasana Vrajavadu Vargerava Kalpita Srimad-Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam Preman Pumanarto Mahan Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matam Tatamidam Napara. That Krishna coming again to this world as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is bringing the highest gift for the world, that is prem, that is love. Even with the dharma, economic development, sense enjoyment and everything, people are fighting because there is no love in their heart. So the very purpose of Krishna coming back again as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to bring this prem, the love of Krishna, so that we can stop fighting and we can try to love ourselves, and we can try to love our family and the nation, but without having love in Krishna, how are you going to love every other thing? Because Krishna is the very foundation of love in this world. Krishna is everything in the world, everything emanates from him. Aham sarvasya prabhava matam sarva pravartate iti madhva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. The chapter 10 text said, Krishna said, all this material and spiritual, everything emanates from me. An intelligent person, they worship me with all their heart and soul. So here Krishna performs so many leela, and very difficult for us to understand all those things. When Krishna went to Mathura, there are 10 different people saw Krishna going to Mathura. Malla Namasaner Nirnin Naramvaram Srinam Simaro Gopavan. There the Chanura and Mustika, when they saw Krishna, to them Krishna looked like the best wrestlers is coming. Krishna looked like a wrestler to them. And the surrendered devotees in Mathura, they saw a great gentleman is coming. And the Gopas, coward boy, they saw a good friend is coming. And the ladies, they saw the attractive personalities coming. And the elderly people in Mathura, they saw that our children are coming. And the impious king, they saw a great punishment is coming towards us. Kamsa, he saw that the personify of death is coming. And the Jnani, they saw that the Virat Rupa, the universal form is coming. The Yogi, to them, they saw that the Paramatma, the super soul is coming. And to the Vrishnis, the devotees of Krishna, they saw our worshipable Lord is coming to us. So different people, they see in a different way. Arjuna asked Krishna, Manne sa yadi tachakyam maya dristamiti prabhu yogeswaram tato metvam drastayatmanam avyayam. In the chapter 11, text 4, Krishna, before that Krishna says everything emanates from him. Now Arjuna wanted to see that form where everything is emanating from Krishna. And Krishna told Arjuna, Natumam sakya sedristum ane naiva swachaksusa divyam dadami me chaksu pasyame yogam aiswaram. Krishna told Arjuna, you don't have that spiritual eyes to see. And it's not possible with your contaminated eyes to see. You must have a spiritual eyes to see. And what we have to do to get the spiritual eyes, that is it, that we have to engage in spiritual activities. Ada Sri Krishna Namadi Nabhavit Kriyam Indriya Sevan Mukhe Jiva Dao Swayam Eva Spriti Ada. The Shastra says with these contaminated senses you won't be able to understand or see Krishna. He has to be purified. So now Rupa Goswami, he says that Sarvopadi Vinar Muktam Tat Paradvena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesa Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. How to purify the senses, it has to be engaged in the service of Krishna. Not by dry speculation and dry argument and try to understand Krishna. It's only through love Krishna can reveal to us. When the gopis told Krishna that Krishna, you should marry her, they told Krishna, you should marry all of us. And Krishna says, I don't like to marry any of you. You all are looking like monkey. I cannot marry you. And the gopi said, you have promised that everybody, the whole world is under you, but you are under the devotee's love. So you have agreed that we have got love, then you should marry us. For that reason, Krishna doesn't want to give his love to anybody and everybody, But the moment he gives his all, his love, he becomes subservient to the devotees. So in this way, if anybody really interested to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they should engage in the devotional service of the Lord. And Rupa Goswami says there are 64 limbs of bhakti is there. And what are the 64 limbs of bhakti? Rupa Goswami says there are first 10 limbs of bhakti to be accepted, and the second 10 limbs of bhakti is to be rejected. Then only our devotional service begins. Sometimes there is a wrong understanding between some devotees in our organization. They think the moment we have taken initiation, we are already graduated and we are ready to enter into the kingdom of the Lord. They think they don't need to do anything else because they are initiated. But bhakti only began when we follow the first 10 angas of bhakti. What is the 10 angas of bhakti? Number 1, we should take shelter of the spiritual master. Number 2, we should take initiation from the bona fide spiritual master. Number 3, we should serve the spiritual master. Number 4, we should inquire from him about the Atma Dharma. And number 5, we should follow the order of the spiritual master. And number 6, we should give up the desire for sense enjoyment in this world. Number 7, we should go to the pilgrimage. Number 8, we should work for the maintenance of our body. Number 9, we should follow the Ekadasi Vrita. Number 10, we should protect the devotees, we should protect the women, we should protect the old people, we should protect the children, we should protect the banyan tree. There are certain elements to be protected. The first 10 limbs of bhakti is that we should accept these 10 things. Then the next 10 things to be rejected are the number 1, we should give up the association of those people who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. Number 2, we should give up our big plan, understanding that Krishna being everything to us, he has got a great plan for our future. So give up your own plan and take the plan of Krishna. Number 3, we should give up the desire to make a lot of disciples in the world. Number 4, give up the reading of literatures which is not connected to Krishna consciousness. Number 5, not to be carried away by the pushing of the modes of material nature. Number 6, one should not remain distressed in his life. Number 7, one should not offend the demigods. Number 8, one should not offend the other living being in the world. Number 9, one should not perform nama aparad and seva aparad. Number 10, wherever there are somebody talking bad about Krishna and his devotee, we should go away from there. So these are the 10 things to be rejected. So now the first 10 things has been accepted, second 10 things has to be rejected, and now only our devotional service is going to begin. So now there are 44 angas of bhakti is there. Out of 64, I've already mentioned 10 to be accepted, 10 to be rejected. Now there are 44 limbs of bhakti is there. Rupa Goswami says now within your body, you do 11 things with your body. Number 1, you put the tilak in your body. Number 2, while you're putting the tilak in the 12 places of your body, you say the names of the Lord. Number 3, you put the garland offered to the Lord around your neck. Number 4, you dance in front of the Lord. Number 5, after dancing, bow down for the Lord. Number 6, after bowing down, when you are getting up, you see the Lord and get up. And number 7, you must go to the Rath Yatra festival of the Lord. Number 8, you should go to the temple of the Lord. Number 9, once you are in the temple of the Lord, you circumambulate the temple for 4 times. And number 9, with your body, you do some menial service of sweeping the temple, washing the pots and so on. And number 11, with your body, you should do some puja, worship of the Lord. These are the 11 things we should do with our body. Now 10, 10, 20 and 11, 31. There are 9 things to be done with our mind. That being a devotee of the Lord, whatever happens in our life, we should take it as a blessing of Krishna. Never blame anybody around, never blame Krishna. You see Krishna in everything and you'll understand it's all the mercy of Krishna. Sometimes people do not understand this thing. When Krishna was with Arjun, one day Krishna told Arjun, there's one lady, old lady, a widow, and she has got only one cow, and she is taking care of the cow, milking the cow. That's how she survives in her life. So Krishna told Arjun, the lady always praying that I may go to a house for some lunch. So let us go to a house for lunch. So Krishna and Arjun, they went to the lady's house, a widow, poor lady. And when there, then Krishna told her that I'm very hungry, please give me lunch. And immediately she ran to the kitchen, cooked whatever was there. And she offered to Krishna, and Krishna and Arjun, they took all the food. And after that, Krishna said, thank you so much, and Krishna left. And on the way, Arjuna told Krishna, Krishna, you must be very ungrateful. Krishna said, why you are saying that, very ungrateful? And Arjuna said, the lady is very poor, old lady. She only survived by keeping one cow. And she worked very hard to milk the cow. And such a poor lady went and ate something in the house. You should have given some blessing to the lady. Give her some boon. You said in the chapter 9, text 22, Ananya Chintayanto Mam Yajna Paripasate Tesam Nitya Bhuktanam Yogam Sem Bahami Aham. You say that to your devotees who loves you, you will give what they don't have and you will protect what they have. But here you have went and eaten in this lady's house, but she is very poor, you never give anything. You just left from the house. I think you are very ungrateful. Krishna said that is not true. Let us go back after 3 days and see what's happening then. Krishna told Arjun, do you know something? I've already given the blessing to the lady before I ate her food. Arjuna said, what blessing you give the lady? Krishna said, I bless the lady that she has got one cow and that cow must die. And Arjuna said, this does not look like a blessing. It looks like a curse. Krishna said, no, you don't understand. Let us go back. So after 3 days, they came back to the village, and now the lady don't have a cow. And she was very free, and she don't know what to do in her life. And somebody gave her chanting beads, and she started to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And she was thinking, Krishna came to my house and he took away that one cow. And now I no need to worry about the cow. I no need to wake up to bathe the cow, to feed the cow, to milk the cow. Now I'm very free and let me chant Hare Krishna. And the people in the village, they saw that this lady don't have anything for survival. Not even having a cow for her own survival. And people in the village, they start bringing a rice for the lady, the dal for the lady, and fruits, and they're bringing everything for the lady. They understand the lady don't have anything. After coming of Krishna, she has lost everything, so we should help her. So when Krishna and Arjuna came back after 3 days, they saw the lady sitting happily and chanting Hare Krishna. Krishna said to Arjuna, you know what was the problem of that lady? Why she was very suffering before? Because she always thinking about the cow. I have to bathe the cow, I have to milk the cow, I have to sell the milk of the cow, and she thinking cow, 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 cow. But what I said in the Gita, Tasmat sarvesu kalesu mamanusmaran yudhecha mayarpita manobuddhir mamivasyasi asamsayam. I told in the Gita, in the chapter 8, text 7, that always thinking of me with your mind and intelligence and performing your duty, that surely you'll come back to me. But instead of thinking of me, she was thinking about the cow. The cow was the problem there, so that I have to take away the cow from there. So within 9 things we should do with our mind. Number 1, whatever happens in our life, we should see it as the blessing of Krishna. And number 2, we should always remember Krishna. Number 3, never forget Krishna. Number 4, we should be a servant of Krishna. Number 5, we should be a friend of Krishna. And number 6, we should offer some gift for Krishna. Number 7, whatever of gift you're giving to Krishna, try to give it a quality gift. And number 8, when you're giving to Krishna, give wholeheartedly. And number 9, give your very self to Krishna within your mind. Rupa Goswami said these are the 9 things we should do. The first 10, the second 10, 20, and the next 11. Within the body there is 31. Now 9 things with the mind have become 40 angas. Now there are remaining of 24 limbs of bhakti. So there are 12 things we should do with the knowledge acquiring senses. With the ear, with the eyes, with the nose, with the tongue, and with the skin. Then number 1, we should hear the message of Krishna. Number 2, we should use our eyes to see the beautiful form of Krishna. Number 3, with the same eyes, we should witness the puja, the worship of Krishna. Number 4, with the nostril, we should smell the fragrance of flowers offered to Krishna. Number 5, with our tongue, we should chant bhajan in the association of Krishna, devotees of Krishna. Number 6, with the same tongue, we should sit privately by ourselves alone to sing the bhajan for Krishna. Number 10, use the tongue to chant the holy name of Krishna, japa. And number 8, with your tongue, you should also go and speak to Krishna. You got some problem, you go and tell Krishna. Krishna can hear, he can understand, he can help you, no problem. You speak to Krishna. Number 8, number 9, with the same tongue, you glorify Krishna like a Kundi Devi glorified. What Kundi Devi said finally, Twayi me nanya visaya matir padopate sakrit ratir udva adar kada sange gange vaugam udanvati. Kundi Devi told Krishna, before you go back to your own abode, cut off all the attachment from my family, from the Vishnu Yadu dynasty. Just like the Ganges river flowing to the ocean without any obstacles, let my love drawn unto only at your lotus feet. So the 9th process of the knowledge acquiring senses, that we should glorify Krishna with our tongue. And the 10th is that with your same tongue you now enjoy the prasadam offered to the Lord. And 11, you should also take the Charanamrita offered to the Lord. And number 12, with your skin you touch the beautiful form of the Lord. These are the 12 limbs of bhakti to be performed with the knowledge acquiring senses. Now 40 before, now these 12 become 52. There are 4 things known as the Tadiya Sevaya, a service attitude that one should perform. Tulasi Seva, they should perform Vaishnava Seva, they should perform Mathura Seva, Seva to the temple, service to the temple, And they also should perform Grantha Seva, reading, everyday reading Prabhupada books is one of the limbs of Bhakti. Now 52 and 4 is 56. There are three things are there. That all these small festival, you just celebrate that within your family, in your house. Big festival like Janmashtami, Radhashtami, now Narsimha Chaturthi, Ramanavami, all these big festival you should celebrate with the devotees in the temple. Number 3, we also should celebrate the Kartik Vrata. So now 56 plus 3 is 59. And Rupa Goswami says the next 5 things are very important. Out of the 64, he says that you sit and hear the Srimad-Bhagavatam in the association of the devotees. And number 2, worship the deity of the Lord in a great faith. And number 3, always chant the holy name of the Lord. And number 4, always remain in the association of the devotees of the Lord. And number 9, try to spend some time in the places like Mathura. So there are Mathura means is a holy place. It's very nice if we can take birth in the holy dham. Very nice we can live in the holy dham. But so very nice we can die in Mathura. But the Shastra says any places, if there are more than 10 Vaishnavas, and that place should be considered also Mathura, Vrindavan, Mayapur. In this way, Prabhupada temple all around the world is not different from the holy temples in India. According to the Shastra, there are 5. Vrindavan is there. One is called Golaka Vrindavan. Second is called Bhauma Vrindavan. Third is called Dristanya Vrindavan. Fourth is called Riddhi Vrindavan. And fifth is called Gupta Vrindavan. Goloka Vrindavan is the eternal abode of the Supreme Lord. And the Bhauma Vrindavan, that where is there in Vrindavan 5,000 years ago. The Lord with his devotee performed beautiful pastime in Vrindavan, and 5,000 years ago the Vrindavan today is not the look the same of Vrindavan what we are seeing today. And that Vrindavan been described in the Krishna book is very special and very attractive. Is exactly like a Goloka Vrindavan today due to the lack of bhakti, due to so much of material desires, and the demons were destroying the beauty of Vrindavan. So today the Vrindavan looked little bit dirty and so on, but that is called the Dristanya Vrindavan. It's not the same looking like 5 years ago, 5,000 years ago. But for the pure devotees always look the same. And the fourth is called Riddhi Vrindavan, within the heart of all the living being. In our heart there is also Vrindavan. Radha Krishna is recited in our heart. And the gopis, the cows and calves and everything are already in the heart of the living being. By the process of devotional service, and we see the Vrindavan within our heart. And the 5 is called Gupta Vrindavan, that a pure devotee always carry Krishna within his heart. Just like Yudhishthira told Vidura when he saw Vidura, Yudhishthira says, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavata Tirtha, Swayam Ivam Prabhu, Tirthe Kurvanti Tirthani. That Yudhishthira says that you are the very personified of holy places because you carry Krishna in your heart all over. Wherever you go, you make that place as a holy dham. So the pure devotees are able to create a Vrindavan outside of Vrindavans. Like in India, there are Vrindavan. Now pure devotees, Srila Prabhupada, he went around the world and he has created 108 temples around the world. And all our temple, even the Simhachalam also, to be understood is the non-different from the Vrindavan in Mathura. So in this way, we have to understand the subject matter very nicely, very importantly. There are so much to say about the message has been brought by Lord Krishna. I do not know whether we have got all the time here. But Rupa Goswami says out of 64 angas, 5 becomes very important. That is to worship the deity with great faith. Hear the Bhagavatam in the association of devotees. Always to chant the holy name of the Lord. And always remain in the association of the Lord. And try to live in the places like Mathura. Now Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya been talking to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya says, Samsara sarpadriste murchitanam khalao yuge ausadam bhagavan nama tasmad vaishnava sevanam. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya says that 2 becomes the most important. Rupa Goswami says 5. And Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya says there are 2 most important to attain the mercy of Krishna. He says number 1, always chant the holy name of Krishna. And number 2, always remain in the association of the devotees of Krishna. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was in Jagannath Puri. And Mahaprabhu every day goes to the Jagannath temple to take the darshan of Jagannath. And before enter the temple, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washes his lotus feet. And there was a devotee by the name of Kalidas. He opened his palm and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washes his lotus feet. He drinks the water coming from the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stopped him doing that thing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, Bhakta pada duliyara, bhakta pada jhala, bhakta mukta havasesa, mahatina bala. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Kalidas, if a person can do 3 things in his life, the door for the Goloka, Vrindavan, Vaikuntha is open for them all the time. Mahaprabhu said, anybody can take the dust from the feet of the devotees. Anybody can drink the water, sprinkle the water on your body. The water washes the feet of the devotees. Anybody can take the remnants of food left by the devotees just by these 3 activities to the Vaishnava. Anybody can take the dust from the feet of a Vaishnava. Anybody can take the water, wash the feet of a Vaishnava. Anybody can take the remnants of food given left by the Vaishnava. He says the Vaikuntha door is open for them all the time. So Mahaprabhu said just by this one activity. That Rupa Goswami says 64. Out of that is 5. Sarvabhauma says 2. But Mahaprabhu is coming is a Audhurya Bhav. It's not like Krishna. It's not like the Mahavishnu. Audhurya Bhav, he brings unlimited of love and blessing of Krishna. Overflowing of love of Krishna brings, and he makes the process very, very simple. What is that? Simply by serving a Vaishnava, one can go back to the Goloka Vrindavan. That is why when you see a Vaishnava, importantly you should ask them, how can I serve you? How can I serve you? How can I serve you? And normally what the Vaishnava will say, that please chant Hare Krishna, please read Prabhupada book, please remain in the movement of Prabhupada, and please always read the Prabhupada books. In this way, Vaishnava will encourage you to develop your Krishna consciousness more nicely. So Mahaprabhu said that one action you do properly, that to serve the Vaishnavas. If that one thing we do very nicely, then that will be a greatest vibration of Krishna consciousness will go around the world. There are 2 ways to solve problem in the world. That been told by Narada Muni. One time when Narada Muni visited Krishna, Krishna told Narada Muni, look at this, I'm doing everything for everybody in the world. Even to my family, I'm doing what is required. Even to the public, I'm doing what is required. But I look like nobody is really happy and satisfied what I'm doing. So what I should do? How to solve the problem inside and how to solve the problem outside. And Narada Muni says, my dear Lord, you already know the answer. But let me be used as an instrument in your hand. And Narada Muni says there are two things are there, parimarjanam and anumarjanam. Only by these two things that the problem can be settled inside your home and the problem can be settled outside of your home. It's a parimarjanam means one should develop the quality of a Vaishnava. And anumarjanam means one should always serve the Vaishnavas. Without developing the qualities of a devotee, there cannot be peace in any way. Without service to the Vaishnavas, cannot be peace anyway. He says that only solution to the world is that parimarjanam and anumarjanam. You become a good Vaishnava and you serve other Vaishnava, he said that problem will be taken care of. So in this way, Mahaprabhu is very careful. When Devananda Pandit was talking Srimad-Bhagavatam very nicely, he's a very wonderful speaker. And Srivas Pandit, one day he saw that he is speaking Bhagavatam, Devananda Pandit, and he went and sat in the crowd to hear the Bhagavatam. And the Bhagavatam message really has been gone into the heart of Srivas Pandit, and Srivas Pandit began to have some symptoms. There are symptoms called Anubhava, there are symptoms called Sadvika Bhava, there are symptoms called Vyabhachari Bhava. So he already experiencing the spiritual ecstasy, and you're rolling on the ground, he's crying, and he become like a little bit disturbance in the crowd. And some of the followers of Devananda Pandit, they picked him up and went and threw him outside. They thought he's very disturbance in the audience. And Devananda Pandit, he saw that they are offending a great Vaishnava there, but he never say anything. And Mahaprabhu came to know this thing. From that moment onward, Mahaprabhu tried to avoid Devananda Pandit. Mahaprabhu told to the other devotee what Devananda Pandit will know. He thinks he's speaking Bhagavatam very nicely, but he doesn't understand there are two Bhagavatam in the world. One is the book Bhagavatam, another one is the devotee Bhagavatam. Without serving the devotees Bhagavatam, he cannot have the proper understanding about the Bhagavatam. So Mahaprabhu tried to avoid him. And one time that Devananda Pandit notes that Mahaprabhu is trying to avoid him. And he was very sad that Mahaprabhu is not entertaining him. And one time in one village that Vakreshwar Pandit, another great Vaishnava, he can perform kirtan 36 hours and non-stop he will be dancing in the kirtan. And many people will come to see his dancing. Non-stop he is performing kirtan. One time in one village for 6 hours he was performing kirtan, and there Devananda Pandit went there. And he was trying to serve the Vakreshwar Pandit because Vakreshwar Pandit is a very famous Vaishnava. And everybody, the public, the crowd wanted to touch his feet and wanted to come closer. He was keeping the crowd away and he's giving the towel to wipe his body and he's giving water to Vakreshwar Pandit. He make a nice arrangement for him to sit. And Devananda Pandit, who offended Srivas Pandit, he now served Vakreshwar Pandit. And Vakreshwar Pandit told him that, surely you will get the blessing of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And because he been said by the devotee of the Lord, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was available for Devananda Pandit. And in Kulyagram, after taking sannyas, Mahaprabhu was there, and Devananda Pandit came there, but he was very shy to go near to the Mahaprabhu because of his, immature way of acting towards Srivas Pandit. And Mahaprabhu called him and he came and paid obeisances. Mahaprabhu said, only reason I'm trying to entertain you because Vakreshwar Pandit said that you will get my darshan. But I'm not very happy that you have offended Srivas Pandit. You have to go back to him, go and get forgiveness from him. By his mercy that you can develop the love of Krishna. Mahaprabhu said, Krishna don't like the devotee being proud about anything in the world. Mahaprabhu says that Krishna is only can be captured by service to the Vaishnavas. So in this way, Devananda Pandit went and took shelter of Srivas Pandit, and in this way joyfully they performed Sankirtan movement. So we have got a very great opportunity today to be conscious of Krishna, and there are many members, well-wishers, friends are going to come from outside, and we should see everybody coming here as a devotees of the Lord, that because today they have got the blessing of Krishna, and they may able to think about Krishna today and his wonderful Janmashtami event, and they decided to come to our temple to take the darshan of Krishna. So let us offer the service to those who are coming here today. By our loving affection, they may like to come back again and again and again and again. In this way, we'll do our part for the entire human society to be Krishna conscious and solve the most unsolvable problem in the world, which is the frustration. Because there is no love in the heart of human being. There is so much of selfish interest. Not everybody sit in every temple is a devotee. There's a great devotee by the name of Tukaram, and he is a wonderful Vaishnava. He do a very beautiful bhajan. One time he went to one temple, and then there he sat and started his bhajan 6 o'clock evening, and 12 o'clock midnight. Up to that he closed his eyes, and then he was doing bhajan. He didn't even see what is time now, and then in this way he went up to 12 o'clock midnight. When he opened his mouth opened his eyes after 12 o'clock, and he saw nobody was there except one man. All went back ready. Then Tukaram was very happy, at least one guy is sitting there. He said, "You're a very great devotee. You have seated, all these, hours trying to, show your love to Krishna." And the man says that, "My dear Swamiji, I'm not sitting here because of your bhajan or because of love for Krishna." And Tukaram says, "Why?" He said, No, you are sitting on my blanket." When we came here, nothing was on the floor, so they borrowed my blanket and you're sitting on that. So when you wake up, I can take and go. So in this way that somewhere or other, so let us be focused in Krishna consciousness. May Krishna bless all of us, that we can be situated properly in Krishna consciousness and be an instrument in the service of Krishna. And in this way we can go back to Krishna. All of you have taken birth in Germany. Some of you come from Russia. Some of you come from India and Ukraine. It is the choice of Krishna that you have come and taken birth. You have become a devotee. So you are selected by Krishna to assist his work, to take the message to all around the world, so that the world will be like a Vaikuntha. No anxiety at all. And everybody lives very peacefully and happily in their life. Thank you so much. And it's getting late. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Krishna Janmashtami Maha Mahotsavi ki jai. Nitai Gaura Pramanande. Jai Srila Prabhupada.